guys, welcome to the BA Honours Film and TV Production first online teaching lesson that we are doing here today. This is actually the second time I've done this because I've realised I say the word quite a lot. I wish I just did it again. I wish a few of you picked me up on it during lesson. So it's been an incredible couple of weeks. None of us have ever encountered anything like this before, totally unprecedented. Uncharted, if you will. Together, we're going to get through this. We're going to make sure that you guys still submit, get work together. The work's still going to be incredible, and let's think really positively about the way we're going to move forward into your second year. That's really, really important. So let's stay positive, encourage each other, make sure you're in regular contact with me. Communication is always key. And above all, you need to be able to talk to each other as well. So make sure you're kind of being really active on the group chat and not kind of falling behind with any kind of projects. If you have any questions at all, try and contact me when you can. I'll be available from 9 to 5. You keep it sort of weekdays and make sure that you're keeping that really kind of positive attitude going. So First things first, I think we should look at, have a little recap of the learning outcomes for sound design. So I'm going to move over here so we can put them on there. So the learning outcomes we've already kind of hit already for the first part of your submission. You did the Legette themed film where a lot of you did incredible work. We learned from some of our mistakes there. And it's all about developing our theoretical and practical understanding of your work. What's really crucial in the second part of this assessment is your peer review, because making sure that we understand our processes individually is great, but getting some peer review from your classmates is really crucial to how you develop your project. So if you haven't started a production diary, a production journal, I really implore you to do that as soon as possible. As soon as you can do that, we can see that you've been really organised from the start. So if you haven't done that yet, please do that now. So what I wanted to talk to you today about was audio ramping and audio swells. Okay, so you've probably seen some of these before, not realised that you've actually watched them. And it's all about working with really accentuated sound, and a lot of these sounds are kind of reversed. So I'll do a little tutorial on that. A director that uses them really quite a lot is one of my favourite directors, Edgar Wright, and you guys probably know him from one of his more recent films, Baby Driver. Now, Baby Driver's got great film and film techniques in it, particularly sort of one of the the intro. I absolutely love the one-take shot that they do. There's a lot of accentuated sound, a lot of really over-the-top sort of sound. He really made a name for himself with the TV series Spaced, which was around from, I think, 1999 to 2001. And they really relied heavily on really kind of quick cuts and working with the audio to give it a kind of a heightened sort of sense of reality. So I'm going to upload a clip of that. So if you'd like to watch that now, press the pause button, and then you can come back to me in a second.
Come on!
Woo! Hell of a day, huh?
Yep.
Same again tomorrow?
Yep. pens are in there.
Not a problem.
So a lot of you have probably seen a lot of those clips before. That's why I really like Edgar Wright's. I love his writing, but I love the way some of his films are cut together. You know, Baby Driver, really fast edits, really kind of key sound motifs throughout. But Spaced really utilised that, and at the time there wasn't really a lot of kind of fast-paced editing and really kind of choppy, accentuated sounds. I'm going to have a little bit of a go in a tutorial, sort of show you, and I'm going to use an example. You may have seen a clip in that upload that I did of somebody tying up their shoelaces, so I'm going to have a little bit of a go at that. I really think we should concentrate and in utilising this a little bit more, some of these techniques, because as students, a lot of your work is going to be short form content. We really need to work on how much of the story, how many different sound effects, different audio transitions we're actually putting into one film. Of course, it completely depends on the tone, mood and illusion to your production, but it can really work if you've practiced using audio transitions and implementing them into your own production. So I'm going to have a go at that now. Okay guys, so I'm just going to add this little piece on the end of my sequence and sort of show you how to do it. As you can see, I've started it a little bit. I'm just going to show you how to do it, and I'm going to add a little bit more to it, add a couple more effects. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, like an online tutorial really, so bear with me. So I've got my my wife's boot here, which I'm just going to put onto the timeline. It's come in quite high there, so I'm going to bring that down. And it's probably a little bit too long. If I play it here, quite a few seconds, you can hear her tying the shoelace. So I'm just going to bring it down, just take off some frames there. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, what I've already done is I've downloaded a couple of free audio pieces. So I'm going to bring in my dramatic swoosh there. It will just play that on its own. The dramatic swoosh starts off really high. So what I want to do is I want to go to clip, speed duration, and most of you should know how to do this now. Reverse speed, that's all fine, and then I'll bring it up to nearer the end of my sequence here. Let's see if that fits in okay when she pulls the shoelace for the final time. So it's a little bit late there, so let's just bring it in a little bit. Try that again, and that seems to match quite nicely. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my pen tool and I'm going to accentuate the sound even more, raise it up in the mix even more. As you can see, we've got our level for our audio here. So I'm going to click a little keyframe in there and put one in there and just raise it even higher. So we'll look how that sounds. Okay, so what you'll find is often a bit of a zoom is synonymous with the audio ramping there. So I'm going to get just before that, create that as a new little part in the sequence. Let's put in a couple of keyframes there. Pull that in a little bit, move those keyframes down a bit. And let's have a look what we've got so far. What we can also do is we can add, what I noticed in the initial original sequence, we can add a little clock ticking here. So I've downloaded a clock ticking. I'm going to import that in. And again, just tidy this up a little bit. Drag that royalty-free clock tick in there. Get rid of the visuals because we don't need that. Okay. And really, I only need the first, say, 10 seconds or 5 seconds, not even that, of that clock ticking. So let's have a little look at that now as well. Just going to extend that out on the timeline. And you see now we're starting to build up a few audio strands there. And if we wanted to, we could audio ramp those levels up as well. So we'll grab the pen tool again, stick in a keyframe, another one here, and raise it quite high up in the mix. So let's have a look at the final product. So what I've noticed there is it doesn't quite match up. The audio ticking goes on a little bit too long, so I'm just going to bring that back so it ends at the same time as the other audio ramp. So let's have a look at the finished product. Just tidy up my timeline there. Okay, so guys, have a go at that if you want. It's all about carrying on building on your portfolio, what you've got so far. If you want to send that, upload it to YouTube, then you're quite welcome to send that back to me. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. It's just a bit of a taster for what we could be doing over the next few weeks. As I said at the start of the lesson, keep positive, keep in contact with me if you can in the designated times that I sent out by email last week. Keep in touch with each other, and again, make sure you've started your production journal for this unit. Look forward to talking to some of you soon. I think just before the Easter break, what we can do is we can hold some phone tutorials, and we can also start working with Microsoft Teams, which I've set up, so hopefully we can do a little bit more face-to-face contact. Until then, keep safe, look after your loved ones, and we'll come through this together. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.